Welcome, it's Domain Dave from CheapWineFinder.com with a party edition of Cheap Wine Finder Reviews. And there's a reason behind this one. We recently did a Trader Joe's Reserve Northern Coast sparkling wine. It was $9.99, and they also had a Trader Joe's Reserve Sonoma sparkling wine. The North Coast was $9.99. And the Sonoma was $14.99, $15. You know, was it worth 50% more? Because the $9.99 was really good. I liked it. And I started thinking about it, and I was going to go to Trader Joe's and pick it up and do what I do and tell everybody about it, because there are people who want to know, is it worth spending an extra $5? And I started thinking, there's a bunch of champagne houses who have wines in California. They have vineyards, they have wineries. There's Chandon, there's Piper, there's Mums, there's Taittinger, and and the one I grabbed is Louis Pommery California Brut, a non-vintage sparkling wine made in the same style as they do in Champagne, where Pommery was the house. They call champagnes not wineries but houses. I think they even do that in Prosecco. It was a Prosecco house, and it was founded in the early 1850s. And when the head of the family passed away, Madame Pommery invented Brut sparkling wine. Before that, I guess everything was a little bit sweet with enough acidity. It's not like Moscato wines. It's still balances acidity, balances sugar. But she's the one who made Brut Pommery. So Pommery's got a really good history, and it is an outstanding champagne. And they're fairly new to, I think they're located in Napa, I think 2004. And the same winemaker who oversees the champagne wines is overseeing the California wines. They don't tell you a great deal about the wine. I'm going to take a sip because I got champagne in my hand, or bubbly sparkling wine in my hand. They're vague about what's going on, and that's fine. It is 95% Chardonnay, 5% Pinot Noir. And I saw an interview with the winemaker, and at some point they're still getting their vineyards, they're still getting everything figured out, and at some point they want to be all Chardonnay. They want to make it just an expression of California Chardonnay. I would imagine the Pinot Noir is there to kind of smooth off any rough edges that the Chardonnay might have. What else? Oh, there is they don't tell you where the grapes are grown. They have an estate in Napa. And I'm reading up on it and researching it. The Pinot Noir, that 5% Pinot Noir, came from Carneros, which is both Sonoma and Napa, but most of the stuff's on the Napa side. And so they have an estate. Some of the grapes come from the estate. I mean, I do believe they're contract growers, but high-end contract growers. If you get Pommery as one of your customers, that goes on a good list. You don't just get anybody doing that. And another thing I just kind of found out in researching things, on the bottom of the bottle, very bottom of the end, there's these white stamped letters. And it's a code for when the first fermentation started and when they got rid of the yeast and stopped it and corked it. And I think it's 3 years in bottle. It could be a little bit less, but I'm not sure. I could try to read the code. I'm not an expert at reading sparkling wine codes, but it could be anywhere from 33 months to 36 months, which for a $20 wine is an extraordinary length of time, especially one with a history of Pommery, Champagne, which is one of the best houses. They use the same type of yeast program. Now it's California grapes as opposed to Champagne grapes, so it's going to be different. In Champagne, the a vineyard can be $1 million an acre. I mean, it's crazy. The Chinese were buying things, everybody was buying, and that's one of the reasons why Champagne costs as much. Napa is almost bargain priced by comparison. And they never sip because I'm drinking bubbles. I'm not going to fool around. So your California Chardonnays and Pinot Noir is going to be different than your Champagne Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but California Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, especially from Carneros and some Napa, maybe some Sonoma, I'm not sure, maybe some Mendocino, they don't really say where. It's some pretty fine Chardonnay. I mean, you're talking some really great grapes, so you're not, it's not like they're suffering to finding something decent. So this is, so it's not a champagne because it's using California grapes, even though the same winemaker and the same production techniques are all being fulfilled. It's not the same, and it's not supposed to be because the grapes are completely different. Location changes everything when it comes to wine. But that doesn't mean you can't like it as much or even better. But for the price, I think, Champagne hits higher highs. But for $20, and I know the other champagne houses, the Roters and the Chandons and the Mums and the Piper, were all a couple of bucks even cheaper. It's hard to, they make great wines. They just do. And it's hard to say that value, dollar for dollar, that they aren't delivering as much enjoyment as a typical French champagne. It's everybody's preference, but these things rock. So Trader Joe's, I don't know where you're from. I don't know what if your wine's worth $15. I suspect it's probably great, and at some point this month I probably will go out and try it. But I'm just now thinking that when in doubt, hit one of these French houses that are in Napa and Sonoma or wherever, and really bringing it on strong with some really great wines. So that's a tip to you if you're looking for champagne style but West Coast California prices. Yeah, here we go. Louis Pommery, California Brut, the inventors of Brut, make a pretty fine bubbly. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Like us where you like your podcast, if you will. Every little bit helps. And we got more coming every couple of days until New Year's. We're going to be pumping things out because the party's on. So adios, stay safe, stay warm, and stay healthy. And I'll be talking to everybody. Bye-bye.